friends, I'm back. Edited out a little silence on that last video. That last trade volley was right in here. Picked 150 bucks. Yeah, we spiked down. We could have done more, but now we'll go ahead and get something else. All right. So listen, as far as marketing goes, this is not entertaining, right? But here's what I'm going to point out to you. I am not a Hollywood actor, and neither are you. You know, TikTok might have everybody thinking they're a celebrity and an influencer, but we're here for serious business. Just because I make it look easy doesn't mean that it's not serious business. You know, try when the bank calls you up for your truck payment or your landlord calls you up for your lease payment this month on your shop. Try doing a TikTok challenge and see how that plays out for you. See how much collateral that is really worth. Okay? So I do my best to keep your mind stimulated, but the bottom line is these markets, you know, they decide when and if, and we just come along for the ride. Now, once again, a VMAX trader would have probably entered the market here or here to the downside. Excuse me. Suspected spam. Not right now. A VMAX trader would have already made their money and left. An SMAX and an LMAX trader has not prioritized understanding the VMAX, and so therefore doesn't have that advantage. Okay? Now, the VMAX, great system. I love it. I've traded with it for 3 years. But it takes time to learn. And it takes interpretation. And you have, you know, sometimes all these are wrong, right? So it takes real mental tenacity to have to interpret something, and then it's wrong sometimes for you to be able to stay with it. And I knew that was not a likelihood in today's environment, that I was going to be able to bring this to you and say, hey, listen, it's kind of, it takes a little while to learn, and because sometimes it's not right, you have to learn to be mentally more tough than you already are. And you have to take losses, and then you have to trust it. All right, I'm thinking we should be looking for a sell here pretty soon. VMAX. Okay, so because of that scenario, I'm like, well, let me try to create something that's it's faster to learn. So we went to AI, and I gave it this, and I said, give me something more easily interpretive. Got the SMAX. Now, because I'm spoiled by the VMAX, and I'm like, yeah, I could have got a sell right here or right here. Why didn't the SMAX tell me that? I said, okay, back to the drawing board. Take both of these and give me something more responsive. All right, now we got this. Now you could just operate the LMAX alone, right? But for the sake of safety, my theory is you gotta don't take some old advice. The trend is your friend, and go. There we go. We got a buy with a buy here. 8 ticks. I'm in profit right now. 13 ticks. I'm in profit. 8, 5, double topping here. At the top here, 4. I'm shutting that down. That would have been considered a minor loss in transaction fees only. Look, there it is. There's the orange candle. We lost part of our transaction fee right there because I was talking and I missed this, right? I missed this initial. I missed the first signal. Now here we go. Here we go again. That might just been a little retrace because we got the little pressure on the wick to the upside. So I'm gonna be ready to pull the trigger. Yep. 2 ticks. Take profit. Put it right here. Take my stop loss. Put it right here. There's my 10 ticks. 9 minus 2 minus 28. No, VMAX telling me it's over. But again, I see a wick, so I'm staying in. Bring this in a little bit more. Clip 50 bucks off my risk. There it is. I lost that one. VMAX well, I wouldn't have lost it, right? Now we're in the game, right? We're in the game. Waiting for a failure on the VMAX up in here somewhere. I want the VMAX to, let me, hold on, give me a second. There it is. I want the VMAX to do that. I want it to fail like it did. I want it to fail that line right there, which it has. There's my indication that my VMAX is going the other way. I'll see what the LMAX tells me. We got a magnet right here with the extension on the VWAP extension. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Short here. Probably going to get that buy. Oh no, we're talking sell. We got a little sideways, right? 29 ticks. We're fighting it out this morning. We actually made money on this wicked candle. Now, I don't have overriding sentiment here, so we're not taking these sells. VMAX still upside at the moment. This failure point was higher than that failure point. Now, the next question is, looking for my hack on the VMAX. I will not trade on the hack. I will just mention hack has been satisfied to the upside. Yep. Satisfied to the upside. See if there's a follow through. Oh, yep. Nope. No follow through. Downside on, for sure, on VMAX. LMAX, which is the triangles here, does a pretty good job, right? It does a pretty good job. We call it the LMAX because the L stands for leading. The SMAX is for sentiment. So this is a little slower. This is the overriding theme, right? This is a little bit leading. And the VMAX, I still say, is the best. You got to be disciplined here because I wanted to get in on that right there, right? But I'm like, you know what? Terrible discipline. That's emotional trading because I do not have my rules. My rules are I only trade the direction of up here, even when I get a signal. Now, those are my rules. If we turn this off, we would only have these, right? Pretty daggone accurate. There we go. Spreads and narrowing. Oh, well, look now we got different. We got a little indication, a little small. So we're gonna have that. We don't have that correlation just yet, right? Unless we're going to the downside. There we go. Back narrowing. VMAX is narrowing. We're in oversold. That could extend. We got raw sentiment to the upside. VMAX pulling away. VMAX is still in bearish territory. It's beneath that center line. Maybe I'm like, see, it's extending. There's a little bit of a price extension. Every once in a while, somebody will say, "Why do I need all your system? I can just trade on the dojis, on Heikinashi." No, you can't. Sometimes they're fake. For your intraday traders to want to hold positions longer, this is what is called pullback, right? So sometimes when you're gonna trade for a short position, you're gonna hold that position for a couple of hours or whatever to get a big chunk, and so it's gonna pull back. Now, ultimately, you may be right, and that's what you got. That's why you're getting these sell signals even though you got blue candles. I don't know if you can tell. Definitely physically going through it right now. I like to chop off something before it's over. One of those markets, one of those days. VMAX is telling me that we got some upward trajectory coming. SMAX is saying we are in an upward market. Now it's saying we're not. All right, SMAX showing some downside. VMAX showing some downside. And the LMAX downside, right? I'm going to take some downside, right? So I got orange, downside, right into here. About a little over 1-to-1, right? There we go. There it is. We're just a little ahead on because of the VMAX, right? We got 770 on the table to make 530. A little bit of a manipulation game happening. They're looking for us. They might get us. We might double down. Yeah, we're doubling down. Oh yeah. 24 minutes, my friend. $780.